Okay. Hello. Hi. um, Lindsay Lanier here. And if you got the email, I hope you'll. Sh- I'm glad to see you here, and I hope you will comment in the comment section below. Say hello, so I can say hi back, and I'll know you're here. And sorry for the short notice. And sorry about last week. Had a little stomach issue that I won't go into the details of. I'm sure you're glad about that. Um, but I'm better, and I hope all of you are well, and everything's going well for you as you prepare for the holiday season and the end of the year and all that kind of excitement. I know everybody's so busy, and trying to finish a book at the same time is a little bit scary. So, okay. Um, I want to thank you all for the very nice get well emails that people sent. It really brightened my spirits and made me feel better and made me smile. I always love hearing from my readers. So thank you. So I always get frustrated when I'm trying to finish a book and things like sickness and personal stuff get in the way, which they always seem to do, no matter what I try. And why is this happening? I get so frustrated. But you just have to fight through it. But as I said in my email today, I had some things to say, and I am behind in my schedule on number 14. I will tell you that I am on chapter 39. I usually uh, have about 57 chapters in the book, so that leaves about 18 to go. I'm going to press really hard next week. I have most of the rest of the book in my head and some in notes, and hope to finish next week with the first pass, and then I'll have to do a second pass. Then it goes to the editor, but I will keep you posted every step of the way. And we'll see if I can make the year-end deadline. If not, it'll be just a few days afterwards. One of the issues that I'm having is that number 14 is very much entwined with number 15. So I'm having to figure out things in 15 while I'm writing them in 14. And you'll understand when you read them both, but that'll be a while. I don't want to make you wait too long for number 15 because, well, you'll see. But so I'm hoping to get it out soon, delaying 14 a bit to move 15 up, but not too much. But I'll let you know as soon as I get all that figured out. And as you know, I usually send out a first chapter when the book is ready to go and released and ready for you to read. Um, and I will be reading that here when it's ready. Maybe a little before. We'll see. Okay, so don't see any comments from anyone. I think I'm looking in the right place. Yeah, but I know there are people out there because I can see them in the video later on. I also sent there on the very bottom of the email I sent. There's a second button for YouTubers, people who don't want to go to Facebook for some reason. Um, and I was able to upload everything, all my live videos from that I've done so far, and make a playlist out of them. So when you go there, and hold on, I can show you. When you go there to YouTube, you will see, whoops, wrong place. Where'd it go? There it is. Lindsay's Facebook Live videos. That's my playlist. And I numbered them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. So this will be number 5 from today. So just go to the number that you missed and you can watch it. So that link will take you here, and it'll start the first video, but you can stop it and go to the one you want. So that's exciting. Oops, wrong place. Again. So anyway, today we're reading from Forever Mine, Book 3 in the Miranda's Rights Mystery series. Scroll down and see the series here. And you know there are 2 more. This is what it looks like on Amazon. This is what it looks like on my website. It's a little harder to get on the screen here, so this is a good place to read it. You can get it for Kindle Unlimited or regular price. So there we go. And need to get back to there. Yes. Okay. All right. Do this. All right. So last time I read you the new first chapter, but I really couldn't get Fiduci's accent down, so I'm going to skip ahead to a little bit more exciting part of the book. And so after Finucci and Becker's wedding, Miranda and Parker go to Chicago to do something to help find her daughter. Now, while they're there, they see that Coco is in town. And Coco was in the first book, someone else's daughter. And she didn't show up in the second one at all. But in the first book, Miranda defended her from a jerk who was harassing her at the Gecko Club, if you recall, if you've read the book. And then Coco had to leave town. I won't say why, in case you haven't read it. And she's a singer and a piano player. And she's got a beautiful voice. And she's working in a club in Chicago, so Parker takes her to listen. And when she's over, they get together. When her set is over, they get together. And this is what happens. Chapter 10. It was around 1 a.m. when Coco finished her last set. After she changed into jeans and a frilly fashion blouse, Miranda and Parker followed her in the rental car to a 7-story apartment complex off Division. The parking lot was crowded with residents' cars, but after a while, they found a spot and got out. Parker offered to carry Coco's suitcase. She thanked him and chattered away as they strolled to the front door. Coco used her key card to open it and led them through. Zelda insists that I'm a ballad singer. She likes the Billie Holiday thing, but I've been working up some more current stuff. You know, Mariah Carey, Britney Spears. Sort of a new image, you know what I mean? Miranda opened her mouth to answer, but Coco pressed the elevator button and kept talking. The crowds at Le Chic seem to like the new stuff, too. I was starting to get a following. She pouted her lips and her blue eyes flashing. I can't believe that, Ralph. I take a little side trip, and he bumps me to Mondays and Tuesdays, all for a job I didn't get. Where was the job? Parker said as the elevator doors opened, and they all stepped in. Miranda was amazed he had gotten a word in. I'm in 507. Coco punched another button. Indianapolis. There's a really hot piano bar there. They wanted a house singer 5 days a week, but the audition was this Friday night, so I had to miss my gig at Le Chic. I told Ralph I'd only be gone 1 weekend. I don't know what the big deal was. Miranda watched the floor numbers tick off. Long drive to Indianapolis. 3 hours? She wondered why Coco stayed through Monday, but it was none of her business. Coco waved her hand. So anyway, I told Zelda I was going out of town, and she said, "Why don't we get Jake to fix up our apartment while you're gone?" She was going to stay at Jake's a few days to work with a client in the area. She's an actress, but she does interior design on the side when the acting jobs are scarce. She's always trying to fix up our place. The elevator doors opened on the 5th floor, and Miranda followed Coco down the hall. I take it Jake is your roommate's boyfriend? It was second nature for Parker to pump people for information and make it sound like conversation. Coco shrugged. On again, off again. He buys and fixes them up and then sells them. He buys houses and fixes them up and then sells them. He's a real ambitious type. A little possessive, too, if you ask me. He's got an ego. He even owns his own company, Jake Jeffries Enterprises. Here I am. Miranda read the number. 507 must be the place. Coco got out her key, jiggled it in the door, and stepped inside. She switched on the light and gave a little squeal as she moved toward the living room. Oh, Jake put in the divider, and it's nice and deep the way we wanted it. Come in here. Miranda followed her into the larger room. The walls were bare, prepped for painting. The couch and chairs and tables had been shoved aside and covered with plastic. A large canvas drop was spread on the floor. Several large buckets sat in the middle of the room. Beside them was a good-sized toolbox. More tools lay on the floor beside it. An awful lot of them. Jake must have brought in a crew. The room was warmish. Miranda watched Coco step over to adjust the thermostat on the wall and wrinkled her nose as an odd smell hit her. Bleach. Something rotten. Maybe a worker left a sandwich lying around. Looks like Jake didn't finish, Coco said. Yeah. This scene brought back memories of her construction worker days, except for that odor in the air overpowering the scene. Coco grimaced. Oh, gosh, what is that smell? There was an annoying buzzing sound coming from somewhere, and the nauseating scent seemed to be getting worse. Miranda held a hand over her mouth. Did your toilet back up? I don't know. Coco scurried down the hall to check. Everything seems okay in here. The scent was like old tuna and very rotten bananas. How about your fridge, Miranda? Parker murmured at her side. He handed her a handkerchief. She took it to cover her face and studied his look. He recognized that smell. Now, so did she. Coco headed for the kitchen. Never mind the fridge, Miranda told her. Don't touch anything. The girl pivoted and scampered over to the sliding doors of the balcony to open them a crack. I'm so embarrassed. I don't know what Jake was thinking. I'm so sorry. It's okay. Trying to sound calm, Miranda waved a bug away from her face. Bug? Parker touched her arm and silently pointed at the divider. It wasn't just any bug. It was a fly. And it was partying with his extended family on the new wall. That's where the buzzing sound was coming from. Chill bumps prickled her arms. She wanted to suck in air, but thought better of it. What's wrong, Miranda? Coco's voice trembled. In her party dress, Miranda strolled closer to the wall and studied it. Sloppy drywall. It was blistering and she could see the tape through the paint. She tapped on the surface. Stud. She moved a little to the right, tapped again. She repeated the process a few times, covering about a foot. All solid. That wasn't right. She ambled over to where the tools lay on the floor. There seemed to be at least two of everything, enough for a team of workers. Since you just had that installed, it can't be a load-bearing wall, right? I'm not sure what you mean. Never mind. She looked down at the pile and considered the sawzall. The standard way would be to make 2 vertical cuts, but I don't think we have time for that. She picked up the heavy sledgehammer. What are you going to do with that? Coco sounded alarmed. Parker stepped to the girl's side. Stay calm, Coco. What is she doing? Miranda moved to the new divider, got a good grip on the hammer's handle, and swung. Thwack! The wall trembled. Coco screamed. What are you doing that for? Are you crazy? Let me help you, Miranda. I know what I'm doing, Parker. This is my area of expertise. She gave the wall another thwack. It shuddered again. Come on, you son of a bitch. Stop it, Coco tried. Mr. Parker, stop her. She's going to wake the neighbors. Ignoring her, Parker went to the toolbox and picked up a smaller sledgehammer. He joined Miranda and gave the wall a hard smack. That time the whole building seemed to shake. Not to be outdone, Miranda swung her hammer again. Boom! At last the drywall cracked. Parker took another swing. The crack started to split. Coco went berserk. Have you both gone stark raving mad? Stay back, Coco. Miranda hit the wall again. This time it splintered like an eggshell. My landlord's going to kill me. I think your landlord's the least of your worries. Miranda put down the sledgehammer and picked up a pry bar. He'll evict me. We'll speak to the landlord, Parker said firmly, as he found a crowbar. Please tell me why you're doing this. Miranda didn't want to say. Why don't you go back in the bedroom until we finish? They both began hacking at the cracks in the wall with their tools, picking out the chunks of plaster one by one, until at last they made a hole. It's over here, Parker said. Don't reach inside. I wasn't going to. Miranda hooked the blade of the pry onto the drywall's edge and yanked. It came loose, spewing more plaster onto the floor. A little more prying, and at last the drywall and boards yielded. A form tumbled out, head first, yawning out the gaping hole. The face was covered with plastic. Duct tape had been wrapped around the neck. The dark hair was matted against the skull, but the eyes and mouth were wide open, frozen in that last moment of terror. And in the middle of the chest was a bright red bloodstain. Coco ran forward, pressed her hands to her cheek, and stared down at the lifeless body. No! She gasped. The flies settled on the plastic, making the already distorted face even more gruesome. She had been pretty once. Miranda couldn't hear their buzzing anymore. All she could hear was Parker dialing 911. And Coco's blood-curdling scream as she burst into tears. Oh, God! God! Why, this can't be happening! It's impossible! How can that be Zelda? Okay. So that was kind of exciting, I think. If you haven't read it, I hope you'll read the whole book. It's a pretty exciting story, if I do say so myself. Number 3 in the 5-book series. All right, so we're right about at 20 minutes. 19 and 25 seconds, it says. So I will let you go, and I hope you have a great week, and everything's going well in your world, and everybody's healthy and well, and the weather stays fine, nobody's snowed in or having those kind of issues. Warmed up here, so things are better. Pushing on with number 14 this week, and I'll probably be back again. It's going to be the day before Christmas Eve day, but we'll fit something in. And so I hope if you have any questions, just feel free to email me or ping me on Facebook, whatever you want to do. And thank you all for coming. Oh, Penny's here. Hi, Penny. I know I sent that email late, so people may be late, but you can catch it on the YouTube or the replay. The replay starts right away here. So, happy reading. See you next time.